Is Ye really gonna go back to Adidas? Did Nike give Bathing Ape a pass on the Bapester back in 09? And are these the next big hype Nike sneaker, the Mac Attacks? There is lots of meat on the sneaker bone to pick away at today, guys, as well as some exciting updated images of some cool kicks coming out down the line. And of course, some sneakers coming out this week that you might wanna have your radar tuned for. If you guys like this type of sneaker content, feel free to subscribe. And if you like this video at any point, feel free to give the like button a smash for me without damaging your phone, of course. Let's take a look back at some of the sneakers that released this week, and there were a few big ones to drop. Headlined by these, the Mischief Big Red Boots. No doubt you guys would have seen these going viral everywhere. Probably Mischief's most crazy sneaker to date. And it has a lot of people divided. Some people absolutely love them, some people absolutely hate them. They've been reselling for crazy money, and they sold out instantly. The retail was around 300, but then once you add the shipping and the handling fees and stuff, it netted out at like $600. Crazy. Let me know in the comments if you guys picked up a pair. There was also a couple of pretty cool New Balances, a Stone Island 574, really nice looking colorway with some nice materials. Did you guys come up on these? And also we had the Jound New Balance 991. I did jump into the queue on New Balance for these, but once I learned that I was something like 279,000 in the queue, I promptly shut my laptop and got on about my day. Let me know if you guys picked up either of these pairs. Both very nice colorways in my opinion. We also had the Nike Stussy collab that dropped, and the pennies are actually still sat here in the UK anyway on sneakers in a full-size run alongside a couple of other Nike Penny 2s. And the Air Jordan 13 playoffs dropped yesterday as well, and they are still sitting on the sneakers website as I talk to you now, up to a size US 10. As many cool sneakers as there were that dropped this week, I can tell you right now that I copped 0 of them. So let's move into some of this week's exciting sneaker news, and we will start off with Pharrell Williams being announced as the new creative director for Louis Vuitton, taking the place of the late great Virgil Abloh. Whilst this isn't strictly sneaker news per se, Pharrell is a pretty influential cat in sneakers, going all the way back to his days with the ice creams, Pharrell NMD. You guys might remember the Chanels that went crazy. And he does have a very strong fashion pedigree. He's always been a tastemaker. He's worked with Louis Vuitton in the past on jewelry and sunglasses, and I am looking forward to seeing what he can produce in his very first collection coming out Paris Fashion Week in June. But what do you guys think of this appointment? It is of course All-Star Weekends, which is always an exciting time for sneaker releases. I think the best ones for me are the LeBron 20s and the LaMelo Ball Rick and Morty joints. I think these are two of the best looking sneakers from All-Star Weekend. What's your guys' favorite? Could Ye be going back to Adidas? Some people have speculated that Adidas need Kanye to come back into the relationship so that they can sell their 1.2 billion euro stockpile of Yeezys that they seem reluctant to bring to the market. Would Adidas really want Kanye back? And would Kanye even want to go back to Adidas, given how upset he was previously with them? This is all speculation, this is all conjecture, and it's fueled in no small parts by Adidas hesitating in making a move with this big stockpile of Yeezys they've got. Like, what's holding them back from just selling this product? It doesn't make sense for them to take the product and just burn them, because they've said in the past they're committed to the environment. Could they just donate them? What do you guys think? Do you think Adidas and Kanye could come back together again? Do you think they should come back together again? And what is it that you guys think could be holding up the sale of these Yeezys? Let me know. Did Nike give Bathing Ape a pass back in 09 to produce the Bapester? We've had some interesting developments in the ongoing lawsuit between Nike and Bape this week. Bape suggests Nike presented a license agreement in person. At the time of this message, they didn't want to commit to signing the license agreement because they didn't know what type of infringement they would be entering into by producing the shoe. In the message, they ask for Nike to spell out in no uncertain terms what claims Nike believe they would be able to bring against Bape. And so these revelations are interesting. Basically, if they didn't act then, why are they acting now? What do you guys think about these developments? It's been a really good year for Salomon. Interest in the brand spiked massively after last weekend's Super Bowl performance by Rihanna, where she was wearing the Salomon Margiela collab. Interest in the brand online took a massive boost after people saw her performing in these kicks. And the question I have for you guys is, what is a Salomon that you would recommend if you are a wearer? I'm looking to replace some running shoes that I have, and I'm looking at some Salomon XT4, XT6. Let me know if there are any Salomons that I am sleeping on. Could this be the next big Nike hype sneaker? Yeah, I'm talking about the Mac Attacks. We got our first look at the Social Status Mac Attack, which comes dressed in this OG colorway worn on court by John McEnroe. And we first saw the sneaker on the feet of Travis Scott. Now this could be good news or bad news depending on how you perceive the Travis effect. You see, for OG collectors, when Travis wears a shoe, it's usually a moment of cringe or apprehension because the shoe that you love is about to blow up and be worn by everybody. And every time you wear the sneaker that you've been into for time, people are going to accuse you of just piggybacking on the trend. On the other side, the Travis effect is very positive if you are a hype beast or a trend follower, or you're a sneaker reseller, where you now have a new sneaker model to predate on people's wallets with. We don't have much to go on with the first looks. There's no social status branding or anything. We really just have the OG Mac Attack with seemingly updated materials to go off. But what are your guys' thoughts on the sneaker? Do you guys think this is going to be the next big Nike model? We also got our first looks at what I think is probably one of the best, if not the best, Jordan 1 highs of the year, the UNC toe. These come in the bread toe or the shattered backboard type color blocking, and you can never ever go wrong with a UNC colorway on a sneaker. And in my opinion, these are awesome. Quality looks okay, doesn't look shattered backboard-esque, but very clean colorway, very nice looking sneaker, and like I said before, definitely one of the better Jordan 1 highs coming out this year. What do you guys think of these? We got some updated images of the Jordan 4 Thunders, one of the most anticipated Jordan 4 retros of the year, and the updated images have come with a noticeable omission compared to the first images we saw of the Thunders. In the form of the white stitching, it seems to have disappeared, and that kind of brings into question, were those fakes or random wear tests? Like, what were those versions with the white stitching around the toe cap? Did they maybe hear the initial reaction to the random contrast stitching and think, you know what, maybe we'll just stick with the OG version? Or was that all cap? I don't know what your guys' thoughts are. The shoes are way better, in my opinion, for having lost that look. These updated images are looking clean, and I don't know about you guys, but these are a must cop for me. Nike keep coming up with new and interesting ways to try to purge our wallets with unnecessary, ostentatious, superfluous extras, and case in point with these Ja Morant ones that come bedazzled with some swoosh crystals. These Ja ones are going to be retailing for $400. All black colorway, translucent outsole, crystal swoosh, crystal Dubré. Cool shoe, definitely has a market, but I don't know, what do you guys think about all of these expensive Nikes coming out, whether it's these or the Tiffany Air Force Ones or the Wings collection Jordan 1s going for $1,500 plus? Is this too much from Nike, or are they quite simply just looking to enter into a different market of people that have got a little bit more cash to splash on these types of sneakers? Let me know what your thoughts on these are. Detailed looks of the Teyana Taylor Air Jordan 1 Comforts have come out. On first glance, these do look really nice, but I can't help but feel like they're a little bit unoriginal. We've just had the Lost and Found Chicagos. We've got the Spider-Verse Jordan 1 Chicagos. These look like they borrow heavily from the Off-White Chicagos and the Union. And so I can't help but feel like they're just rinsing and repeating the same old, tried and tested, well-known successful sneaker formula. Jordan 1 high, Chicago color blocking, exposed stitching, different laces. I don't know, maybe I'm being a little bit downcast on this model, but what do you guys think? I feel it's a little bit kind of meh, but maybe I'm just being a little bit harsh. Speaking of the Spider-Mans, we got some on-foot looks, and they definitely look pretty cool on feet. If you are a Spider-Man fan, these are obviously going to be a no-brainer. The one thing I can't not see is the black mold on the heel, especially given the mold on the Lost and Found Chicagos. These just crack me up. So let's talk about some sneakers coming out this week, and we'll start here in the UK. Raffles are currently open for a few exciting models, including the Jordan 1 High elephant print, or they're calling it the white cement. Draw is closing for these on the 24th, £160. I'll probably be passing on these. You've also got the Jordan 6 cool grey. Draws are also closing on the 24th for these, £190, clean colorway, but again, I'm gonna pass. Also have the reverse lanies. Draws are gonna be closing for these on the 23rd. £160, nice shoe, but for me, another pass. On the 23rd on sneakers, the women's Jordan 2 High Craft are coming out. These shouldn't be that difficult to get, I wouldn't have thought. On the 24th, you also have the Nike ISPA Mind Body. These are pretty cool in the sense that they're made from like 90% plus recycled material, but they kind of look like that recycled material has not been washed. These could quite easily have been excavated from the tomb of Ramses II or something. Definitely some Moses looking type crepes. For me, it's a pass at £165, but they do look kind of interesting. On the 24th, you have the Amamanier Jordan 12 release to look out for as well. These may well load up on sneakers during the week and raffles will be announced, but there could be a UK delay on that. So let's move into the US releases. On the 23rd, you guys have the Women's Craft High. 24th is the big one with the Amamanier Jordan 12s. On the 25th, you guys have the Jordan 6 Cool Grey and the Jordan 1 Low Dornbeckers. 24th also have the Orange Label Grey and Gum Bottom SB Dunks. February 25th, you also have the release of the entire Dornbecker Freestyle collection. Some really cool designs, and they're going to be available 10 AM on the Nike website. And those are some of the biggest sneaker releases to look forward to this week. Feel free to let me know in the comments if there's anything that you guys are planning on going for. Me personally, probably nothing, to be honest. Nothing really getting me giddy or excited, and there is an entire month of March to look forward to as well, so I might try and save some moolah. Anyway, that is today's episode. Thank you guys very much for taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to hit the like button and subscribe also if you haven't done so already, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Take care and peace.